Alright, so I'm gonna continue like the second half of the fucking video because it like cut out. Um, so yeah, you mark out the true day open manipulation, whether it's upwards or downwards. Like this case, it was down, so you mark the only candles that were down within that period. So yeah, bearish, bearish. This is bullish, so you don't count those. That's it. And then you just wait till, yeah, you just wait for the rest of the day. And essentially, now each of these hold a value if they do show a reaction. So this one, negative 1.5, we saw a reaction off of that right there. So we can expect some of these to also react. And like it also depends on if you align confluences with it. So if you don't align confluences, then it won't work. And an example is like for previous day, we had a gap fill, which I do talk about in my other video, and I have uploaded it. So this aligns with, yeah, it's 3 points away from -4 and -6 of the other expansion. So this would have been a really nice, like I would take this short right there. And guess what? We hit that short with 2 points of drawdown and 100 points of, I guess, profit. So that was a nice one. And it, as long as you align confluences with these, they're pretty good and they usually react. So yeah. Then for this one, we had -1 react. So yeah, this also a trade, or I mean, this expansion also works. So this one's also valid. And as we see, this gets tested. And yeah, -1. This one was valid. And now we have to test for this one to be valid. And which we can tell it is valid because -1 like bounces off as well. So now since we have tested that for like each of these to be valid, we can we now have to wait till we see a good lineup of like confluences. So um, as I showed in this example with the gap fill, -4, -6, that was a good short. But then all you can do is just like you wait for the expansion to get filled. So yeah, you wait till I guess New York Open, which was 9:30 right here. And then all you do is once we swept all of those expansions, now we know our bias. Like we know that we're gonna go down. So then what I like to do with the standard deviation is when we come up to like a point like this, correct, we have like a fucking Drake down, right? And I usually like taking the fib of, or the standard deviation of the candle that was right before we dumped down. So in this case, it was the bullish candle, correct? So you mark that out. Now you wait for the whole expansion, -6. There you go. And you could take that as a trade, right? 10 points, whatever. And then you target a standard deviation expansion. So you can target -1, -1.5, -2. But you, of course, have to trail it because, you know. So, like, you would only need like 75 points to pass an eval. So, this is what you would target if you are trying to pass an eval. But if you're like targeting higher, then you just have to like make sure you trail your stop. Or just go break even and just like say fuck it. But yeah. And then, yeah, that's one example of how expansions work for today. And then another thing you can do is you have like all of these candles down, and right before the massive move up, you can fib the manipulation legs that we had here. So boom, As long as it aligns with the confluence, it's pretty good. And once again, -4 lines up with a gap fill. It's the same example as from earlier. It's amazing. I mean, 620 delivered 50 points. Pretty good. Then we have, yeah, I mean, same thing. Now it's a new day. You do the same thing. 18, yeah, it opens. We mark out the fucking manipulation for the day. I'd be expecting our, yeah, we fill that and we take out all of the expansions for that within that same day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just, I guess, be cautious with it. Align some confluences. And yeah.